My natural habit, and I've realized this discussing with people, if they start talking, I sort of naturally stop to let them go. You shouldn't try to speak over people so much and get louder over them when you're commentating. It's a really bad habit. It sounds ugly too when it's like two voices yelling over each other. Let me think. There's a Twitch clip that I think this is a good example of this. I think it's this one.
Almost got the combo connector.
You hear that? It's like Z started talking after what he thought was a pause. Logan heard Z come in, and they both just went, oh shit, he's talking. Instead of going like, whoop, they both went, whoop. That hurts, right? It's like, oh. It's a hard habit to get used to because sometimes the best idea is to cut down, and sometimes the best idea is to go up. You know what I mean? It's really hard to know in the heat of the moment what's better, because if you both start talking at the same time, you don't know who should finish or not, right? That's one thing about Steve and I that we're really good at, because Steve and I, like, we're really used to what the other one wants to say. So when we talk, we're really good at passing it back and forth. And both of us will naturally, like, if someone else starts speaking, we both just are like, all right, let me let you handle it, then I'll come back in. One of the biggest things you have to learn about commentating is when some big shit happens and you need to stop talking. That's a hard thing to train into yourself, but sometimes when you get hype, you have to realize that it's not your turn anymore. You have to give up. Even though you had plus frames, you got to just get quiet. Let me show you guys something. This one is one, I don't remember exactly, but I remember in the moment.
Wait, do not tell me we're going to summon. Are we going to summon? Oh! Sonic Fox is your Dragon Ball Fighters!
So, you're hearing this, right? In this moment, when the command throw lands, me and Yipes both go, and I can tell that even though I'm excited and I'm like, oh shit, I want to be like, let's fucking go Sonic Foxes. Like, I want to do the big final moment thing, but I yell, oh, and I can already tell that it's my turn to shut the fuck up. And Yipes is going to do and Sonic Fox is your Dragon Ball FighterZ 2019 Evo champion. So, like, in this moment, it's not my turn. I got to let him do it. See how I go, I had to let him do it. It's not my job. It's not that he stole a turn. It's that it was his turn. Like, we both got, and I recognized at that moment I had to be like, my bad. Handle it. So I let him do it. I go, and I just stop. Because I recognize, like, he's doing this, and in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whenever Evo is using a trailer and showing Sonic Fox win Dragon Ball 2018, I need the voice line to be, and Sonic Fox is your 2018 Dragon Ball FighterZ champion, not, oh my god, that Dragon Sonic FighterZ, like with both of us yelling. And some people might be like, damn, that must suck because you don't hear yourself, you hear Yipes. But at the same time, I feel perfectly fine about it because I know that it wouldn't sound that good if I kept talking. It's better for me to just be like, and let this moment happen. This big, beautiful moment. Let Yipes handle it and not ruin it. And save the day for the editors and the people in the future who will need this footage. And that's the voice line that'll get used in every trailer from now on.
He's done it!
Yep. That's the voice line. That's all you need. For instance, if you listen this year, Goichi gets the hit.
Fox goes for the reset, the challenge. Goichi was ready for it. He brings them up. This is it. Drop them, keep it simple. There it is, Goichi, your Dragon Ball FighterZ 2019 Evo champion.
He gets this reversal hit that's gonna win Evo, and Tasty Steve can tell as soon as I open my mouth that he didn't need to say anything for the rest of this clip. Remember when I did that in 2018 with Yipes? This year you hear Steve go, oh!
2019 Evo champion.
And then immediately I say nothing, and Steve goes in with the after all this, but you see that? In a moment like this, when you're doing a big moment, it's not always just about the hype guy does the big finish, the other guy does the big whatever, right? In the case of Steve and I, it's like whoever's carrying forward there just does it. You know what I mean? Whoever's in the moment, whoever's gonna hit that shit, you just trust them to hit it. One of the hardest parts about commentary is an example like this, learning to just be quiet. It's very hard to learn how important this is. Somebody asked if we've ever done it together, right? If it's usually that almost never happens.
The high kicks into the upper.
Look, are you still alive? Look, I turns around. You're still alive.
Critical art's available though. He activates. Oh my God. Still has some V-trigger available, cannot throw a fireball. Can't do anything, the chip is still threatening.
Oh, what, that was crazy. Why would you do that? He just threw a fireball. Is he nuts?
Oh, he threw another one, stand medium kick, that would have killed too.
Oh my God!
Bunted!
Oh my!
He clutches it out with the high tiger and
That is a very rare freak occurrence. But after it's over, then I say, and there it is, Bonchan is your one martial arts fan fest Street Fighter champion, right? That's what I say. The chances of that happening is not high, but it did happen in that moment. Do you guys ever have commentary practice sessions? Well, what do you think my stream is? We don't ever practice with each other like, hey man, come over. We're gonna practice. We got band practice from 6 to 8. Come on over. The garage is empty. You wanna talk about somebody who is a lord at doing these big moment wins? Rip is so good at, he's the best, I think.
50-50, tackle, get off, get off, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and knee is your combo breaker champion.
The big voice is definitely something that Rip is really good at. He sets the stage. Rip goes like, he's one round away from resetting the bracket in grand final. Like he has this big voice. He tells you where we're at. He's super, super good at that. Set point for Rock's Dragon's knee. How many times have you heard Rip do that, right? Can he stomp him? And then Steve goes, oh, hits the low parry. Like that's what they're really good at. You know, sometimes you need to talk a lot. Sometimes you need to talk a little. Sometimes you need to really beat down some information or some hype, and sometimes you need to lay back. It really depends on the moment. Yeah, this is one of those clips for sure. When you watch it, like, wow, Sajam got owned, and then on the other hand, you're just like, it's like he paused quit on the win pose.
out there pretty good. As good as the matches have been so far, I hope you guys have been enjoying CEO 2019. We are going to take a
It's been a great couple of blocks so far, I have to say. You know, I know we're going to go to ads, and you were about to beautifully segue into it, but I've really been enjoying the matches today.
In the middle of my sentence, yeah, you might have been right that he spaced out. Let me look at his face.
As good as the matches have been so far, I hope you guys have been enjoying CEO 2019. We are going to take a
Yeah, I don't think he was paying attention. I think you're correct. And then he was like,
great.
The way he looks at me here, you can tell that he's like,
block so far, I have to
oh
say.
shit. This is the face of a man who knows he was cut off for nothing. It's a funny clip because this is how it could have been, right? And I thought about this in the moment. I was almost just like, I almost said like, oh, you're just gonna cut me off like you cut off F-word all the time. I almost like did that. But in that moment, I decided to play the part. You know what I mean? You have a choice to make there if you're me. I can either start talking shit or I can play the part. You know what I mean? You have to do something. You know the conversation wheel from Mass Effect? That's what happened here. And I have to make a choice between the good ending or the bad ending. It is a funny clip though. Have we talked about it since then? Yeah, of course. The funny thing is that you guys are like, damn, I didn't realize Sajam and Logan Samar. I'm gonna throw hands at them. Come on, brother. You guys cracked me up. People just they think like they see the frames or some shit. It's like, dude, we're chilling, dude. It's like totally a normal scenario. I heard Logan owes me $200. Oh man, that Sajam 200 emote. You know, every time Sammy Fish is on a stream, I just see people in the chat posting Sajam 200 over and over. It's just that vicious face staring at him. And I gotta tell you, I tried really hard to feel bad. But then every time I go into Eris' stream, they post ATP Bird. I thought about it, and I was like, you know, we're all known for something. It'd be like that.